Hi guys, PABrewNews. Itchy nose as soon as I hit the go button. Sorry about that. But got the camera switched around. It always looks like a funky angle for me. Okay. We got the El Luchador, the Agave Lime NEIPA. A lot of times Rusty Rail calls them Northeast IPAs instead of New England IPAs. And I can understand that. Northeastern Pennsylvania, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, this is Rusty Rail Brewing Company's El Luchador, the Freedom Fighter. There we go. Very reminiscent of Lee Russell's mask that he wears when he does his thing. And of course, the new thing for everybody in the area is independently brewed, blah, blah, blah. New England style India Pale Ale with agave and lime, 5% alcohol by volume, Rusty Rail Brewing Company, Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania. Brewing boldly in the heart of Pennsylvania. So there we go. Interesting artwork on this one. Again, it's only 5% alcohol by volume. A lot of these New England IPAs and stuff like that are pushing 7 plus easy. So it was like $12 or something like that, a 4-pack of these. I picked up a 4-pack when I was at Rusty Rail Brewing Company. I didn't actually have enough time to actually sit down and drink any beer and stuff like that, but I picked it up. It was the only thing that really I haven't had before, except for the core range available in cans when I was there. And they did have a triple IPA. I tried to get a half growler of that. They refused to put that into a half growler. So, that seemed interesting. 11% alcohol by volume, triple IPA. But unfortunately, they wouldn't give me a half growler of it. I'd love to review it, but I couldn't sample that and then drive. Just, I don't want to, DUIs aren't jokes. So, anyway, here we go. Rusty Rail Brewing Company's El Luchador. Got my hitchhiker glass from Pittsburgh. Real Pittsburgh, Matt. Pittsburgh. There we go. Crack a toe. I listened to some Crota. Hopefully it's not too loud. Just got home with the kids, lunch, and all that fun stuff. Wow, that is crystal clear. Already every New England IPA fan is unhappy right now. That is crystal clear. Wow. I'm sure, is this a... Oh. Yeah, my angles are all screwed up, being that I flipped the camera. My phone's really cracked in the one corner, and when I have it normal, like I usually do, the cracks come down into the comments section, so it's hard for me to read the comments now and again. This way, I can read the comments, but usually the can's up about this high, and it's just all screwed up. Being that it is, but thank you for the one viewer watching. We'll just put that right about there. Hey, cheers, Rich. Okay, let's check this thing out. Now, there is a subsequent haze to this beer, even though it looks crystal clear. I don't know, Rich, does it look crystal clear? Because it's pretty much fucking crystal clear. But there is a significant, almost like if you put lime, like juice, lemon juice and lime juice, it gives that kind of soft cloudiness. That's what's going on in here. And this is agave, it's agave lime, so that makes sense. But other than that, it is absolutely crystal clear. And there's also no real, very hint of a light carbonation. And of course, it actually worked down to, yeah, very, very clear. Actually, you can see how clear it actually is. Look at my weird face. But yeah, it's just like the soft cloudiness is only like if you put lime juice in a regular beer. Very odd. New England IPA doesn't look like one. So it's obviously gonna, well, I'm not gonna say obviously because I haven't tried it yet, but you'd think it would lose that body that pulls people into that New England IPA style. All right, anyway, let's get an aroma. Now, the aroma is nice, very nice. Grapefruit, again, that lime that is in there is coming out through the nose as well. I do get a hit of breadiness. There is something in there that reminds me of sweetness, much like New England IPAs give you. Lactose or oatmeal sweetness. However, I doubt there's oatmeal in this. but bright grapefruit. Something that does remind me of like a very sharp orange, tangerine, and that lime is coming through with a nice bready back to it too. So it actually does smell very pleasant. Let's get into it. Thanks for watching, Rich. Cheers. Holy fuck. That's a lot of lime. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that, I don't know what the hell happened there. Wow. I got hit pretty hard with lime. The agave sweetness, I'm not really getting, I mean, the agave sugars and stuff like that, I'm not really getting too much sweetness. It's very dry. Very dry. And it doesn't really get super tart, but that lime just overtakes your palate. Yeah. Well, it's, you know, the lime. Yeah. I mean, like, what the hell was that? Basically, I guess, you know, it's almost like you're drinking a margarita or something like that, or whatever you put agave and lime in. I don't really drink a lot of mixed drinks and stuff like that. It smelled great. It's a thin, obviously it's on the thinner side of, you know, it's on a low side body. It's pretty thin. It has this dryness to it, effervescent and dryness in the back palate. It kind of just takes everything away, like all that nice grapefruit, all those tangerine, all those things that you're smelling in the front. This stuff, it just comes and rapier-like, just takes all that away and leaves you with a dry palate with a hint of lime and stuff in the back. No sweetness to talk about, no bready bit. It basically just takes over the actual base beer completely and just wipes your palate raw. Honestly, it tastes like I didn't even drink anything right now. It just cleans your palate off and goes gone. Very weird. If you let it sit in your mouth for a while, you get a little bit more of that residual lime character. Almost a little brininess too, like you ring the glass with salt. Getting a little bit of that. Lime. Nothing much else. It really just completely takes over the beer. Again, I'm not a mixed drink guy. I really don't know what they're trying to go with this. I mean, because the New England, I've had some New England IPAs, and boy, man, they're not my favorite style, so I'm not going to throw like the 9.5s, 10s at them, but they're definitely delicious. Excuse me, there is carbonation. Delicious. This, I don't know how to say this. You go into this beer, there's that agave. It tastes like basically just like prickly pear cactus almost, like that kind of vegetal, or that earthy kind of vegetal note when you breathe out, very floral. Like a floral note of like prickly pear cactus, that kind of thing. I've had some beers with that. It gives you that same kind of tone. Like hibiscus, like those things. When you have those into the beer, they give you a very floral back end. When you burp, when I burp there, it's lime and that kind of floral note coming through. So it might not be agave sugar. It might just be just chunks of agave or whatever that they just throw right in there, because I was getting that kind of breathing it out atmosphere just there with that burp. It honestly, like when you first start to drink it, you get a little hidden nuance of those nice grapefruits and stuff, and that goes away right away though, and everything takes over. And it literally, I hate to say it, it literally tastes like you loaded a Corona with lime and agave and stuff like that, because there's nothing on the end. There's this weird hint of a beeriness, like there was some beer there, but like just reminiscences of it. Like, it's hard to really describe. And then all that lime and stuff is just there left. I mean, those are the overpowering characteristics, and you get that little bit of a backlash with the agave when you burp. It brings the floral note with it. I'm not a fan of this. I guess I could say that. I'm not a fan of it. I guess they're trying to make a beer that wasn't very unpleasant. That sip wasn't unpleasant. There's not anything to it. It's again, it's like $12 a fucking 4-pack at the brewery, and it's just a summer barbecue crusher. You know, I don't know. And again, you'll have to like the lime and the agave, that kind of margarita-esque or Corona loaded with lime kind of flavor kind of gives you at the end of the drinking experience. I guess it's a barbecue beer, but the thing is, there's so many other different, better beers you could be drinking at a barbecue. If you're not caring what you're drinking, if you don't care what it is, and you just want to overshadow the beer with agave and lime, yeah, it just basically sounds like a good idea, Rich. If you want to just stick to what you know, you're not going to be missing out on this one too much. Again, like there are beers like this that, because there's a hint of salt in there too. There's like the Sea Quench from Dogfish Head, that are great summertime beers, things like that. You got the All Day IPAs. You have that 12th of Never Ale from Lagunitas, and they were cheap. They're like $2 of 20-ounce can or whatever, and you could just crush them. You're not gonna hurt your pocket too much, and they're just summertime crushers. I don't want to spend $12 for 4 summertime crushers. You know what I mean? I think that makes sense. So the price point, and I've never seen this on shelves in my area. I had to get this at the brewery. So for if this was a brewery only special release or whatever in cans, it doesn't seem very special to me. I guess I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming it's the whole Luchador thing. So it's supposed to be drank on a hot Central American day on by the beach, as you see mermaids have sex with tortoises, but and sea turtles. But that's and that there's the guy's wearing a Pantera necklace, which is interesting. They're from Texas, but yeah. Style-wise, if we're gonna go by New England IPA styles, it doesn't hit the style at all. For the adjuncts are in there. For overall drinking experience, though, we'll probably give it, since it's not the style, I can't give it a solid grade. I'll give it a 6.5. It's better than bad, better than Yinling. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. But yeah, there are other things that you can check out. I hate to be so damning in a review, but it's just, it is, why, I don't know. It's kind of like they took a craft beer and then tried to make it taste as like a watered down, adjunct up lime, like macro beer. You know what I mean? Like they tried to dive into that easy drinking market, but in the wrong way. Like, why don't you just make an affordable beer? You know, instead of trying to do a New England IPA, why don't you just do a session IPA or something like that, where it doesn't cost a lot. You can add all the adjuncts, and you can still sell it for a very affordable price, where people would want to get the beer in volume and crush it. So I wouldn't pay anything, like if I was a 4-pack of this, and I know it's a summertime crusher and this, I wouldn't pay more than $8 a 4-pack. I mean, I wouldn't see the reason to pay more than that, because it's not very tasty as far as the flavor compounds go. It's supposed to be crushed on a barbecue day. Why are you going to spend a bunch of money on beer that you're not technically going to taste, especially if you're powering, you're next to a campfire, breathing smoke and powering down fucking burgers. I'm just saying, this is just me. Like $9, $9 a 4-pack instead of 12. I know it's not a lot, but those $3 add up after a while. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, sorry I disappointed you, Rick. Rich, but I keep saying Rick. Sorry, Rick and Morty. Yeah, sorry I disappointed you there, Rich, but yeah, it's just the way it is, man. Anyway, the Luchador, El Luchador, the agave lime Northeast IPA, or a New England IPA, sorry. I'm gonna give this a 6.5. I mean, that's not a damning grade, but you have to be expected to what I think the main thing is be prepared of what you're going to get into, because I think a lot of people though, and this is the point that I tried to make with some breweries, when you start putting styles down and stuff like that, if you're not going to brew a beer to a specific unified people enjoy style like a New England IPA, when they pour it out and it automatically looks, oh, this one's a little hazier now. And I said, the more I drank it, it kind of took off that rough edge, but there's still little to do with this beer. A little bit more breadiness kicked up because obviously the cementation. I was still gonna give it a 6.5. I was gonna bump it to a 7. I'm still gonna give it a 6.5. But the first time I poured this beer and it was crystal clear, other people would be pissed off. And I'm not saying like, well, we'll give it a chance and they'll be like, no, fuck this, just pour it out. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. You can piss off people if you do it wrong. I've seen a lot of people put down pale ale and never write down at all it's Belgian, and it tastes like weeds and grass and all this stuff, and they want a nice pale ale. That could piss people off, especially after they spent hard-earned money. Maybe they only had that much money to spend, so they can't go get other beer. So now they're pissed off, stuck with a beer they don't like. Just put your information down and put it down correctly. But anyway, yeah, I am happy to see it is a little bit more hazy there. Got a kick to it. But yeah, it's still not my favorite. 6.5. I'm gonna stay with 6.5. Again, it did get a little bit more bready and stuff like that, and smoother to drink after I put the rest of the can in. But at the same time, I don't think my overall estimation of the beer hasn't really changed too much. I think some people would enjoy this. I absolutely think some people would enjoy this. Just be prepared for what you're getting into. Me, not my cup of tea. 6.5, overall enjoyment. Probably 7. Probably push it to 7 if we're just talking about style. Now that it's clouded up and has a little bit more breadiness to it and stuff, you can get a little bit more of those fruit notes. 7. But overall enjoyment, I'm still going to give it a 6.5. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. Gonna be hitting up with the Average Joe Troll America at the Beer Patrol later this evening on his channel to do a live duo review of Decadent Ales. This is their strawberry creamsicle. So I am definitely looking forward to cracking into this beast from the Bronx. Oh no, that's right. They're not from the Bronx. That's Odd Sides or foreign. The other half are Foreign Objects from the Bronx. These guys are brewed by the Dorchester Brewing Company from Boston, Massachusetts, and they are distributed through Brooklyn, New York by 12% LC. But we're going to be doing this one live on the Beer Patrol tonight. So, looking forward to that. And remember, accent on the troll. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. Thanks for joining me, Rich. Awesome. And to the unlucky person that just joined, or lucky person, I'm going to be ending it. So, let's drink the rest of this. And now that you showed up, I'll drink the rest of this. And then I'll say adieu. It's not the worst beer I ever drank. It's just not to my liking. You know what? The worst part is, still have all these big, heavy, crazy ass beers here. like imperial stouts and barley wines and all that stuff, I really, really want to crack into one. I'm trying to watch my weight, but I'm thinking if I don't eat anything today, then I can spend all my calories on beer. Thank you, Rich. You enjoy the rest of your day too. They do sound good. I want them. I want them all now in my body. Right now. I want to put intravenous. I can't do intravenous because if you do intravenous, you can't taste it. And the whole point of drinking this beer is supposed to be taste. So, yeah. I'm not an alcoholic. I just disguise my alcoholism under a fun craft beer hobby. Bing, bing. So, anyway. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. Beer's gone. Thanks for joining me, guys. See you later. Cheers. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah, with this angle, you get to see the finger. Weird angle. But I can read the comments better. Bye-bye.